and welcome to all of you in today's virtual session. I'm Mohammed Huzaifa, currently serving as the professor at the Triumph Institute, and today we are going to look at the Management Science degree program, and we are going to discuss about the program for our medical students. So, an introduction to management science. Management science is a very vast degree program which covers the business, the finance, supply chain management, and other management tools in this particular program. Uh, so, coming towards the definition of the MGS, that how can a person define the MGS program? The MGS is the study of problem solving and decision making in an organization. In every country, there are certain public or private institutions and organizations which work for the public welfare and for the public interest. So, in those organizations, we need the management science students who are performing their duties as managers, as trainee, as assistants. So, we are going to look at the positions of managers like that in our institutions. This is a very vast degree program, and it requires a very good specialization in its degree is mandatory, I think so. Yes. Now let's talking about the concepts of management sciences. Like, if you're new over here and you don't know what is management science, most of the pupils ask that questions that can you okay, management science is to manage things, but what we do basically in that management science degree program. So basically, you plan a module for an organization. If you work in an organization, you have a work of planning the things that this thing will work in that manner, and this things will work in that particular manner. And the second important duty of these graduates of management science are to organize basically, which encompasses the division of work among employees. Like you have a software engineer, for example, if you're working in a company like NetSol or any IT company, if you're working in an organization, then there should be a staff who plans the thing, who organize the things, who recruit the employees, uh, and who lead, who manage the things like the managers, and who control the management positions and basic functional goals. So these are the five important, I think, key concepts related to the management sciences that the students of the management sciences can go for the planning, can go for the organization, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. So these are the five important areas of jobs that the management science graduates do, and that ultimately leads to the success of that particular industry and a person too. So as we are moving further, so we have decided to go to the GIKI, Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute at Swabi. So why we are going there? Why we are not going to any other organization? There are many good and reputed organization in Pakistan. So first of all, that degree program of management science is also accredited with NBEAC, that is the Business National Business and Economic Council, Academic Council, and it is also has international teachers over there, and they have the very well specialized supply chain management education system inside the universities. If you look at their alumni network, then most of the alumni of this school specializes in supply chain management because they have a very good faculty of that supply chain management in the institute. Whereas I have observed that Many of the students go for the finance, but I don't think so. They have a very well capability of that program. So what's make GIK so unique? So do you have a scholarship? You have student-teacher ratio is very outstanding. You have a foreign qualified faculty structure, residential campus. So all these are the very important things. The very unique thing that I found very significant for the GIK is their incubation center, which is also known as the GIK Catalyst. GIK Catalyst to basically promote the startups positions and startups in the country, especially in the KPK region. So that is the very unique and a very good and attractive point for all students to go there. So they have their electives, like you can go for the operation and supply chain management, digital marketing and services, financial risk management, corporate and entrepreneurship and innovation. So all these are the top electives that you can get at the GIK Institute. So this is the program structure if you can look by your own self. That is the point that I would like to discuss. After doing the management science degree, uh, what options you have in your career. First of all, remember one thing that life is a continuous learning journey. If you stop at any point, like I have done with my bachelor's, am I okay? Or even if you're done with your MBA, there is PhD, there is another certified programs. You just have to stay up to date with the industry. I've talked about this in my board meetings, in my interboards meetings, that you have to be innovative. You have to know the present. You have to predict the future, that this thing will be very significant for the future, and you will have to stay up to date with your knowledge. And there are many organizations, like there was an organization who work on the cameras, like basically they upload photos, but when the camera arrives they didn't basically develop, and that industry crashes to zero from a very reputable or reputed point. So that means you have to stay up to date with the industry, with the day-to-day changing affairs. You have a very bright career options for the management science position. Management positions, like you, as I discussed earlier, that in an organization you can go for planning, you can go for organizing, you can go for many things as well. The second is entrepreneur. You can start your own businesses. Uh, you have your business idea, you go for the GIK Catalyst or for another. There are many programs in Pakistan in which we work. So this is a business program. And the third and most important thing that our institute will gonna look and talk about is the CSS. So we will go for the CSS, of course. Now let's talk about the options that we have, dive into the more options. So there is a list of the options. You can go for the management consultant, you can be a business analyst, project manager, marketing manager, you can be a financial analyst, human resource manager, supply chain manager, operations manager, sales manager, retail manager, data analyst, corporate trainer, e-commerce manager, risk manager, and there are much more, healthcare administrator, educational administrator, non-profit manager, IBS, brand manager, and investment analyst. So there are many options that you have in the. Our target industry in Pakistan in terms of the management science degree program is that these are the organizations that we can work after doing our management science degree program. We can go for the McKinsey and Company, Pakistan, Deloitte Pakistan, Pricewaterhouse Pakistan, EY, KPMG, HBL, Allied Bank, PTCL, Talnor, Jazz, Nestle, P&G Pakistan, Unilever, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola Beverages, Netsol Companies, TRG Pakistan, Techlogics, TRG Pakistan, OGTCL, PPL, So we have a lot of opportunities in Pakistan. We have a lot of targeted industry that we can target in Pakistan. So we can work in these industries as well. Now let's talk about the international targeted stations. We don't want our graduates to just focus and pay attention towards a national organization, but we also want them to go and search for the international targeted stations. Like you go to the United Nations, there are some managing posts in these organizations: IMF, WHO, UNDP, ILO, ESA, WTO, UNESCO, Asian Development Bank, and FAO, IAEA, uh, WIPO, IDB, and there are much more. WWF is one of the most, important station. We have WFP, Doctors of the World Program, ICC, or UNIDO, UNICEF, and WEF, WEF program, and IMO. So you have a lot of organization. All these organizations offer jobs for from the most diverse backgrounds, and even though these organizations offer internships too, just have to look at their eligibility criteria and you apply for that program. Now let's talk about the best profile for getting a desired job in Pakistan and across the world. So after researching a lot, I've come to know that these are the four important uh, things that you should have to work on. First of all, international languages and fluency in the English language. If we know that English is an international language, of course, we should be very good and very fluent in an English language. But we have to work on our international languages. Like IBA Institute in Karachi is also offering Spanish and some other. It is mandatory in IBA to study the international languages, and this is the reason. Because I have gone through many international organizations, and there was written that you have a fluency in English language. You should have a fluency in English language, and along with that, there will be given a preference to those candidates who know that even either Arabic, Japanese, Chinese, French, Spanish, or German, or any other international language that you can write. And besides that, you should have a Microsoft skills, advanced Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, and all these skills related to the softwares, programming and all that. And you should have a work experience that you can get by during your internships. You can do as much internships as possible, and you can get your reference and communication skills are very important for that. Let's talk about the summer internship programs that in the university semester programs there is a summer semester. Generally those students take the summer semester who didn't meet the criteria for passing, or those students who voluntarily want to take part in the summer semester. Generally, students go for these summer internships. So these are the different industries in Pakistan that we should work with. There is Isaac internship, Nestle Pakistan internship program, Angro internship program, Telenor, PepsiCo, United Nation of Pakistan also offered the internship program, and there are some government institutions which offer internship programs. But of course, these opportunities are very less for the government or organization who cannot work with that because they have a very strict criteria. Kareem internship, TTCL, Fulbright undergraduate summer institute, and Unilever Standard Chartered Bank of Pakistan is also offering in summer internship program for the Pakistani students. PNG Pakistan, Lot Chemical Pakistan, Packages Limited, GSK, and 4G fertilizers companies are also offering the summer internship program for our interns students. Now let's talk about the exchange programs. I think so. This is a very good opportunity for an undergrad student, and I think so. One should get the benefit from at least one exchange program during the 4 years, and these exchange programs are very important for the personal development and also for the profile development to get a very good job. So there is an ICYF program, ASCF program, an Australian Indonesian Youth Exchange program, UCELA program, and there are much more. Hartford, uh, YLEI, US Jordan Leadership Exchange Program, Berlin Scholarship Program in Germany is one of the most important, and cross culture, global UGrad, community engagement, exchange program. Most of these programs are related to the United States of America, and these are for the some are for the only females, but of course all these programs are very diverse, so you can apply for these exchange programs. Now let's talk about the case-based study for the MGS graduates of the GIK. In the last few years, basically the GIK management science faculty is very new. There is a This is the new school in GIK. Like it has started in 2013, and almost there are 10 years now. So it is 10 years older school as compared to LUMS, IBA, NBS. So these are NBS. I think so started in 2000, and still they have to reach their, you know. Level. So if we talk about the alumni placement that in the Philip Morris International, which is a very tough industry to target, and Schlumberger, Crave Market. So all these are the retail specialist, marketing training officer, sales planning and analyst specialist, management training officer, MTO at the Schlumberger. So we have a very good alumni. We have a very strong alumni which who are working at the reputable organization and reputable positions in different industries. So, there are only two batches which are graduated yet, and the average salary during the current circumstances was observed 120, which is, of course, a very good salary for an undergraduate student. And of course, we are seeing the Faculty of Management Sciences MGS to grow more in their recent year. And of course, when we'll be graduating, there will be three classes that will, of course, be graduated at that time. And the top faculty of Pakistan is there from the top institutions of the world, from France, Germany, USA, and there is a professor in our faculty who got the title of the top 2% scientists of the world by the Stanford University. So now let's talk about the major ADAP courses. We don't just want to bound ourselves with the GIK bachelor degree programs, but we will of course go through different other personality and personal development, things. So we want our students to go for AI or machine learning and software learning things like programming, Python, JavaScript, Java, SQL, web development, introduction to AI, cybersecurity. These are the hot topics. These are the very essential things to perform and to do during these upcoming years and during these years. Basically, in future, we will be seeing AI everywhere, So we should know how to program it, how to give instructions, and in the field, we should know how to use the software, basically Microsoft Word, Excel Advanced, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and other softwares related to business. And we can go for the communication skills. In the communication skills, we can work on hard and soft skills. We can have a fluency in English language, German language we can work on. We can work on Chinese, French, Japanese, any other language that we want to work on. So we can go for other short courses like for the Microsoft Excels. There is financial modeling and creating reports. We should know how to create a report, how to make advanced function, how to draw a pivot tables, and Microsoft PowerPoint, Word, project management software like there is Trello, Asana, or Monday.com. There is data analysis software like Tableau, Power BI, and Google Data Studio. Programming languages, you should know Python or SQL, and statistics software, communications tools, documentation collaboration tools, customer relation management softwares. At least you should have to pick one software and try to work on. At last, this thing I would like to mention. You are going to a new life and a transformative journey at the GIK Institute. So we want our students to be open to unfamiliar surroundings. You have to make your connections. You have to take advantage of the research opportunities. If there is any research opportunities, take that opportunity and do write your research paper by your own. Not at the very first year, maybe, but in the second year, third year, and approve your research paper from Canada, New York, UK. Don't be afraid to stand behind what you know. You have a very firm belief in yourself. Create a firm belief in yourself, in your knowledge. Okay, find ways to stay focused in classes. Okay, you should not be distracted by the raves, by the parties, and other all that kind of stuff. Do not let your program confine you. You just have to be open to all their programs. Like we talked about the short courses, they are mandatory for now for the LinkedIn community. I observed that these short courses really, manifestate your profile, and they basically attract the employees. Don't let your program and engage with subjects that frighten you. Like if you find statistics more challenging, you just have to work on that. You just have to know it's basic. And the last thing is very important. You have to ask yourself questions. How am I doing with my program? What are my future goals, and how this program will help me? You have to ask questions to the teacher. You have to ask questions. Asking questions, I think, is one of the most important learning or thing that you can have, and it is a very important tool for learning. At last, thank you so much for listening to my this boring presentation. I hope this is very informative, and now you have an idea about your degree program at the GIK Institute, and now you have a very good outlook of the management science program. So you can reach me at my email, and there is my number as well. So thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.